Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us here today to talk about It Works and your why. Are you ready to begin?
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Can we get some general information, like your name and how old you are and where you're from?
My name is Brittany Preston. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Henry County, Kentucky. It's a really small town. Actually, I just moved back. We were living in Louisville and now we're back. And I think we have 2 traffic lights. It's very small. It's very remote. There's no Walmart. But I'm really liking it. I'm liking being back in familiar surroundings. So, I have 3 kids.
Children?
I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys that are 7, 5, and 5, and then my daughter is 2, and they keep me very, very busy.
I bet. So what were you doing before you joined It Works?
I was a nurse. I have my nursing degree, and I was working in a nursing home as a charge nurse before I started with It Works.
How long have you been with It Works now?
I think 16 months. It'll be 17 months in September.
Is this your full-time job or do you do something else?
This is all I do now.
Wow, awesome. So when did you realize that you wanted to join It Works? Like what was going on where you decided to make that change?
Prior to starting with It Works, I was, like I said, I was working in the nursing home. I was working 3rd shift, and I had a lot of downtime. I mean, they're asleep, so I didn't do much until the morning when it was time to give them their medicines. I had a lot of downtime, and I would scroll Facebook a lot, and that's when I started seeing my upline Stacy's posts, and I would see her where she's talking about going to the zoo, and she just bought this new Tula for the new baby that she was having, and I kept seeing it over and over and over, and I was like, man, I want to go to the zoo instead of sleeping tomorrow. And then me and her started talking about Tulas, and then I started asking questions about It Works. And I probably talked to her for a good 6 months. Like, she used to stay up like really late, so it'd be the middle of the night and me and her talking like It Works and trying to she was telling me about the company and I'm like, oh, I don't know, but I knew deep down, I'm like, this isn't going to keep working for me. It was okay when Kaya was a baby and I could work all night and then send the boys to school and then nap while she was napping, because she took really long naps, a couple of them a day, and I was getting by. But she started to get older and started sleeping less, and then school let out, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, but I couldn't afford daycare on 3 kids. By the time that you pay for daycare on 3 kids and you put gas in your car to go to work, there's your paycheck. I mean,
Right.
It's gone. So I was tired of that cycle. I knew that I couldn't work to pay just for childcare, and I knew that I couldn't work and go without sleep and still take care of my kids. I knew something had to change. And in the mix of that, I was talking to Stacy at night while I'm at work, and I just decided one day that I was going to try it. I never tried a product. I'd never seen a product before. I didn't know that It Works had anything other than wraps. I knew that she had something special and she was making money with it, and what she was doing had to be better than me staying up all night working and then staying up all day taking care of my kids.
Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. I've done that before, so I totally understand. So you said that you've been with It Works for 16 months?
Yes.
So what rank are you currently?
I am Ruby. I am boxed for Emerald, and I'm 3 boxes from Diamond.
Wow. So what has It Works done for you? I see that it's definitely freed you up and it's given you more mommy time. And tell us a little bit about the financial and what it's done for you.
Well, first of all, it gave me it made me feel less, I guess, guilty about coming home and not working, because we could make it on just my husband's income. Well, he's not my husband, we're engaged, but I've had him since I was like 16, so I feel like we could make it on just his income, but I felt guilty. I felt guilty about staying at home with the kids all day and not contributing. So when I started getting checks with It Works, I was like, they keep doubling. Like, they just keep getting bigger, and I felt less guilty because I was able to start putting groceries on the table, and I was able to start paying light bills and car payments. And when I first came home from the nursing home, from working full time and just doing It Works, it was pretty rough there for a while. We were on government assistance, and it was scary. And I'm like, maybe I need to go back to work. But at the same time, like, if I would have went back to work, and because I knew I could no longer work night shift, I was going to have to do day shift, and I was going to have to pay for daycare, and I still wasn't going to have any money for groceries or stuff like that. But since joining It Works, I no longer qualify for government assistance.
That's awesome.
I no longer qualify. And that was scary at first, but it's also empowering.
Yes.
Like, wow, I did that.
Yes, that's a really good thing. That's awesome. That's good news. That's what you want.
It is.
Great.
Like, at first it's like a scary thought. It's like, oh my God, are we going to be okay? But then it's like, I did this. Yay. Yeah. So it's really exciting.
That's awesome.
But now it's not so scary being home anymore.
Where do you see yourself being in the next year, in the next 2 years?
Sorry, my phone keeps ringing. In the next year, I would like, let me rephrase that. I don't want to say I would like, I'm going to be double diamond within the next year. And I want to help more women be able to come out of, Section 8 and out of getting those benefits and being able to do it on their own.
Yeah, definitely. So you see yourself keep going, and you're not going to give up.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking some time out and being here and answering the questions. And it's really good to get to know you. And that's really good news. I'm glad, and congratulations, and keep going.
Thank you.
Thank you.